In the shadows of global headlines, beyond the smoke and fire of battlefield reports, lies one of the world's most dangerous rivalries, a silent war that stretches across decades, borders, ideologies, and secret bunkers. Iran and Israel, two nations locked in a deadly game of chess where every move could ignite World War III. But what if I told you this conflict didn't start in Gaza or with nuclear fears? What if its roots ran deeper, through history, religion, politics, and power? What if the reasons go far beyond what we see in the news? Today, we're diving into the top 10 reasons Iran and Israel are at war. And by the end of this video, you'll see how this ancient struggle could shape the future of the world. Let's begin. 10. Ideological warfare. The war between Iran and Israel is, at its core, an ideological conflict between a theocratic Shia Islamic republic that seeks to erase the Zionist regime and a Jewish democratic state that sees Iran as an existential threat. Iran doesn't recognize Israel as a state, not even on the map. Since 1979, Iran's leaders have vowed to destroy it, not with armies alone, but with influence. This isn't just political disagreement. It's a belief system. And Israel? It knows that words from Tehran often turn into weapons in Beirut, Damascus, or Gaza. 9. The nuclear nightmare. Israel's fear of Iran developing a nuclear bomb has led to years of sabotage, assassinations, and cyber warfare, turning the Middle East into a battlefield of shadows. Stuxnet, a computer worm unleashed like a ghost into Iran's nuclear program, was just the beginning. Nuclear scientists in Iran have died mysteriously. Enrichment facilities have been bombed. Each strike whispers a message. Israel will never allow Iran to go nuclear. Not now. Not ever. 8. Proxy wars. Iran and Israel don't fight directly. They fight through militias, rebel groups, and puppet forces scattered across the Middle East like pieces in a deadly proxy war. Every rocket launched by Hezbollah, every drone over Syria, every Israeli airstrike in Damascus is part of a quiet war. Iran arms and funds enemies at Israel's borders. Israel hits back before those enemies strike. It's not just about missiles. It's about control of the region through others' blood. 7. Syria, the silent battlefield. War-torn Syria has become a hidden battleground where Iran builds military bases and Israel bombs them before the world even notices. Iran wants a land corridor from Tehran to Beirut, a route to send weapons straight to Hezbollah. But Israel intercepts, strikes, and vanishes without claiming responsibility. Some weeks, Israeli jets strike Syria 3 times, and Iran just rebuilds. It's a never-ending shadow war over the ashes of Damascus. 6. Religious messianism. Deep within Iran's revolutionary ideology lies a belief in a coming Messiah, and the destruction of Israel is, for some hardliners, a divine prerequisite. To Iran's most extreme factions, the return of the Mahdi, their prophesied savior, won't happen until evil is purged. And in their doctrine, Israel represents that evil. To Israel, that's not just disturbing, it's dangerous theology with nukes, drones, and militias behind it. 5. The Jerusalem obsession. Iran has positioned itself as the protector of Jerusalem, using the holy city as a symbol to rally support and justify attacks on Israel. Each year, Iran celebrates Quds Day, not to pray, but to call for Israel's destruction. To Iran, freeing Jerusalem is a sacred duty. To Israel, it's a pretext for terrorism. That single city, no bigger than a village, fuels hatred that reaches across deserts and decades. 4. The Gulf states factor. As Arab nations like the UAE and Saudi Arabia quietly embrace Israel, Iran sees itself more isolated and more determined to lead the anti-Israel resistance. The 2020 Abraham Accords changed the game. For the first time, Arab leaders were shaking hands with Israelis, and Iran saw betrayal. So it doubled down on hardliners, funded more attacks, and began preparing for a larger confrontation. Because now it's not just Iran versus Israel, it's Iran versus a growing alliance. 3. Shadow assassinations. A silent war of assassinations, from Iranian nuclear scientists to top generals like Qasem Soleimani, has escalated the hatred into personal vendettas. When Soleimani was killed by a U.S. drone, with Israel's alleged intel, Iran promised revenge. Since then, a covert war of hit squads and informants has followed. Israel's Mossad has been called the most effective assassin network in the world, and Iran's Revolutionary Guards are not far behind. 2. Cyber warfare and sabotage. From shutting down power grids to hacking security cameras, Iran and Israel are locked in a cyber war where every keystroke could trigger real-world chaos. Forget bullets. The future of war is code. Israel allegedly caused a blackout in Tehran. Iran tried to poison Israeli water. Each cyber attack is a silent warning. We can reach you anywhere. In this invisible war, no firewall is truly safe, and no system is off limits. 1. Fear of the final strike. Beneath every skirmish lies one haunting question. If Iran gets the bomb, will it use it on Israel, or will Israel strike first to stop it forever? This is the reason that matters most. Israel believes that a nuclear Iran means annihilation. Iran believes Israeli aggression must be stopped. Both believe they're on the right side of history, and both might one day make the final move. That's the terrifying possibility the world tries to ignore. So here we are, two nations thousands of miles apart, driven by prophecy, paranoia, politics, and pride. A war not just of weapons, but of ideas. What started in smoke-filled rooms and religious sermons now plays out in airstrikes, cyber attacks, and dead scientists. Yet behind all the noise, one truth echoes. Neither side can back down, because for each, the survival of their identity depends on it. And that's why Iran and Israel are at war. But the scariest part? This war may not stay in the shadows forever, because all it takes is one wrong move. If this opened your eyes to a conflict deeper than headlines, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think this war will ever go public? Or is World War III already happening silently? Until next time, stay informed and stay alert.